King Kong, du er discjockey. Hvad er ambient music for noget?
Ambient musik er en slags stemningsmusik. Det er musik, som måske ikke er lavet så meget til at danse til, men mere til at gå ind og påvirke personer, gå ind og få folk til at drømme.
Hvad drømmer I om, når I hører over?
Om himlen og sådan noget, og så har man vinger, og så kan man flyve rundt på en lille sky. Så er det lyserødt, og der er blomster og plastik. Og
Then he came up to me and said, "Oh, hello, so you're King Kong," and looking down at me, and I just realized I couldn't go by that name anymore.
Well, it first started off for us just making music for a project where it wasn't like an album. So we really wanted just to make one big new thing. And we started working on that moon building, being driven by these poetic connections and by this long history of moon stories, and that was kind of another kind of content. It took almost 3 years for us to suddenly say, "Oh, now I know what it is." Remember?
Yeah. I mean, it's the whole life thing just started completely differently, Thomas. It started off as an opera, darling.
Yeah, I didn't want to mention that word.
Well, it doesn't matter. I think people want to hear that. I honestly do think people want it. And how the hell does it get from A to B? How does it work that way? And that's why we did sort of. Okay, we're not mentioning it anymore.
Thomas, you were at Trekroner as well.
As a visitor, yeah.
Yeah, and you saw the show.
Absolutely.
How you recall the shows there?
Well, for me, that was kind of a foundation stone of that wild time, and that was first when the Orb were actually centerpiece of such a big event in a way,
I recall playing before you guys and after you guys, and you played really so abstract, sonic, weird first sun going down set.
What we decided to do on the spur of the moment was to do the sunrise set at sunset. So that was really ambient and really weird, as you just said. And the real thumping one in the morning when the sun's coming up, which we did. I do remember wearing a very large gold coat that reflected sunlight, and the lights were so bright that it closed down Copenhagen airport for the morning, and we managed to get headlines on all the Copenhagen newspapers from it. That's up there in the top 3 gigs the Orb has ever done.
The kids, they want to listen to this old acid house sound or whatever. But the first thing when I come in, you're playing Carpenters.
Yep. Sorry. Well, I find very refreshing that we really have no rules so much, and the scene who comes to our concerts is great because it's very young people and older people as well who have not been going out for the last 10 years. But since we're coming, they say, "Well, let's go have a look," And I like this mixture a lot, and that kind of reflects very much also the choice of music what Alex plays when he's really just sings what he likes to hear.
I mean, as a punk or ex-punk, this is what I'm after all the time, is a reaction. It didn't have to be, I see the negative reaction just as good as the positive reaction, because it's a reaction. That's how it should be.
Yeah.
You turn their heads.
Yeah.
That's good.
Mm.